Are you feeling juicy? Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets, and also we're going to do some NFT reviews as well. I'm going to have a little look at OpenSea, we're going to have a look at Sandbox, we're going to have a look at a couple of marketplaces just for NFTs in general, and yeah, just explore the NFT space a little bit more, because as you guys know, I'm fairly uneducated in that area. I haven't really educated myself yet in that area, so yeah, that'd be quite cool to do. As well as you guys as well, if you are new to the NFT space. I think there's quite a lot of artwork going around at the moment, and I think it's quite a busy space at the moment, right? It's taken off quite rapidly. So yeah, we're going to dive into that. I think that'd be quite cool. And also probably some altcoin requests as well, guys. I know it's not the usual time, it's not the usual stream, but yeah, Friday nights. I feel like I'm going to do a Friday night stream pretty much every week now. I do want to change it to like the sort of the NFT focused. I think that'd be really quite cool. Just for a little branch out, right? Just something a bit different, because obviously that's the way it's going with the whole metaverse and all of that coming through there, right? So yeah, without further ado, let's get Bitcoin out of the way. Let's get a couple of altcoins out of the way, and then we can have a look at some NFTs, guys. Because because obviously that's the narrative I kind of want to go. I want to go to that every Friday, right? Ideally, I want to do like an NFT giveaway every week. I think that'd be really cool. I haven't got around to organizing that as of yet. We were gonna do one this week, but we haven't really. the company wasn't really that responsive. So I mean, they were responding and stuff like that, but they're not ready. I think they're not even in pre-sale yet, so that's why it's a bit too early for them. So yeah, we will get to that in the coming weeks, guys. I think that'd be quite cool. But yeah, shout out straight away off the bat. We got Phoenix in the stream straight away. Nice to see you on the stream there, my good. So we got Simon, we got Maz Patel, we got LR, we got Mr. Mar. All the OGs coming through, I must say. Leader Crypto, Wagwan CC Gang. Come on, my bro. Hope you're having a good day. What are we? Friday, and it's 6 degrees cloudy in the UK. In the UK, we got Jayak coming through saying, "What's up, Shaggy?" What's up, man? Mr. Mars. Can I turn my childhood finger paints into NFTs? 5 Ethereum each. What a steal. I'll buy it. I'll take a pre-sale NFT. Brilliant stuff. We got Lauren in the stream as well. Nice to see you on the stream there, everyone. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's just get straight through Bitcoin. Let's get the charting out of the way, and then we can look at some ridiculous art. How about that? Yeah, in terms of Bitcoin today, guys, starting off on the short term, I just want to say I did actually get into quite a nice short position actually on Bitcoin. Overall, it was one of the worst trading days I think I've had in probably probably 6 months. Yeah, probably 6 months. Worst trading day I've had in 6 months. So yeah, I'm not in the best of moods in the world, but but yeah, I'm still here at the end of the day, and I know I preach about not letting emotions get to you and stuff like that, but today, yeah, not the best day in the world for me. I won't lie, right? everyone has bad days, right? So yeah, today wasn't a good day for me. But yeah, that's not obviously trading Bitcoin or crypto. I was trading other things. But let's just carry on with Bitcoin, because I did make a bit of money on Bitcoin, right? I made a little 3% coming through. It wasn't exactly 3% dead on, because it was all the profits were staggered, right? But yeah, we got in around, as you can see, we were talking about this this parallel channel section that we had coming through recently, pretty much throughout the whole week, right? We had obviously this resistance coming through here with these levels of support coming through as well, and then we obviously started forming this resistance here, right? Very, very strong resistance, and then also this level of support, this upward sloping support line. So yes, we did form this this lovely upward sloping parallel channel here. So I was talking about potential long position. I think this was maybe yesterday, right? I was talking about potential long position to basically break out of this zone if we can get over all these major levels of resistance there. And we were looking for around a 6.5%, right? But then what did Bitcoin decide to do? It decided to just trend down pretty aggressively for quite a while, right? Quite a while, pretty quite a while. So when we were here, I was like, yeah, we're looking for longs, absolutely. If we start trending down here, I'm not going to be looking for shorts until we actually break this level of support here that I was just speaking about, right? And then we could be longing that down on the breakdown, right? That happened literally like this morning, so that was pretty good. I mean, it's pretty inconvenient that I'm not doing a morning stream on a Friday anymore, because obviously we would have been live and we would have actually streamed that live, which would have been quite cool. But unfortunately, no, it didn't happen. But yeah, so I got in this position around this candle body close as we dumped here, and basically stagger those take profits all the way down, guys. Just an example of basically how this happened. It happened really quite fast as well. As you can see, first take profit point, 46,850. Second, 46,000, that's jumping around a bit, 46,604. And then basically just stagger them down, guys, as you can see here. Major take profit point was this downward sloping support line, as we have seen from before. A lot of support getting basically formed there. And then had a little bit of my trade left in for that last take profit. I didn't go for the full completion of the measure move there, just because I did think we were probably going to definitely get reversed here. I was wrong. We actually continued down to complete the measure move pretty cleanly, actually, I must say. Really quite clean. So yeah, not all bad there. Bitcoin still, genuinely, we did have a bit of a pump. Quite aggressive, right? It was quite aggressive, and it was probably from all the way from 45,457 all the way up to around 47k, right? So near enough, it's like a $2,000 pump in the space of literally like 2 hours, right? It's really quite aggressive. It just shows that there is still that level of confidence there for Bitcoin. But we're still yet to really make an impact here on the macro, right? Because that's what we're really looking for. We're looking for like really crucial lower highs to really get invalidated here. And you can see we actually saw a lot of upwards momentum coming through from this like 2 hour pump here. But you still see this lower high, right? It wasn't invalidated properly. We didn't see any official candle body close or any sort of nice uptrend basically forming over that, right? Bit annoying. And what we are seeing now is basically we're just starting to trend down again, guys. So yeah, it's not looking too great, I must say. And overall, we did set a low coming through here in terms of the most recent downtrends that we are seeing here for Bitcoin. We have set a low in terms of a wick, which is also bearish, guys. It's pretty bad stuff coming through there. So yeah, overall, Bitcoin, it's not great, right? It's not great. It's not looking the best in the world. I think December is going to be quite a rough month for everyone involved, right? I think it's going to be quite a rough month. So yeah, this is pretty much all old TA now. So let's get rid of that and let's do some fresh TA. I think I just deleted an indicator. Yeah, some fresh TA coming through there. But yeah, so overall, guys, as you can see, we still have this this falling wedge, yeah, falling wedge chart pattern, which tends to usually break to the upside, right? Ideally, that's what we're going to be looking for, but we're still trending down, guys. Like the synopsis here is we're probably going to break to the downside if we're going to break anywhere, because you can see the momentum that we're trying to get to the upside. It's just not strong enough to get over these lower highs, which are really a crucial point here for Bitcoin. But yeah, so let's get rid of all that TA and let's bring up the RSI ever so quickly, because I'm quite intrigued about what's going on there. as well. I want it a bit fresh. It's a bit too yellow. This is for me, I'd say. There's a bit too much going on. Yeah, RSI at the moment, guys, we were climbing up ever so quite steeply. I mean, to be honest, after seeing that that 2 hour quite aggressive pump that we did see earlier on today, it's it's expected, to be honest. It is expected. I would have actually expected us to come up a bit more, but just because obviously it was very fast, like a 2 hour pump, like $2,000 in 2 hours. It was quite aggressive, right? So I would have expected us to come up a bit more than this, but unfortunately, no, we didn't. And it's just, as I said, we're just trending down. We're below major moving averages again. We haven't invalidated any real crucial lower highs. If we are going to break to the downside, guys, this is the sort of move that I would be looking for here. So let me get rid of that RSI for a second. And let's talk about this potential. We have potential here in terms of a measure move, right? This is the price target that we could be looking for if we are going to be shorting Bitcoin on the next sort of crash coming through here. And to be honest, guys, the way that this weekend is shaping up at this point in time, it's looking like it could be a bloody weekend, right? Really looking like it could be a bloody weekend. So hopefully it's not, and hopefully we hold strong inside of this falling wedge, and then we can look for breaking to the upside like next week, right? That's going to be the ideal sort of scenario. I mean, if we start breaking this weekend, amazing stuff indeed. But yeah, we're still in this pretty strong downtrend, guys, and we'll get to the midterm and the short and the long term fairly shortly, But yes, looking pretty bearish, I must say. I mean, to the downside, if we are going to be shorting this zone, we're going to be looking around 8.87%, and you can see obviously we're going to be having a probably our last take profit around this wick to the lower side, because we know how strong that is in terms of a level of support. In terms of other take profits, I probably would just be zooming back into in history and then just banging a lot of them in terms of supports, right? But yeah, that's probably what I would say about BTC on the short term. I mean, we're still just ranging in this zone, guys. Not really, it's not really that great, right? It's not really that great, as I'll keep saying. Let's have a look at the MACD and see what's coming on through here. We've also got this trend cycle on the MACD, right? Let's get rid of this for now. Let's get rid of that for now. Oh no, not that. We were talking about the idea here of a couple of these trend cycles. I think it was yesterday we were speaking about this, and you can see the levels of basically support that we've got coming through here, right? So I'm just going to turn my music down 1 second. Bit too loud for my liking, piercing my ears as I'm trying to speak. But yeah, so as you can see, guys, this is the trend cycle that we are looking for in terms of a downtrend here. If we are going to see Bitcoin start dumping, we definitely are going to be looking here for a reversal point, right? And as Simon says in the chat there, just waiting for the flash crash. Yes, sir. If we are going to basically have a flash crash, right? This is definitely going to be a point to be looking out for in terms of a reversal point there, in terms of a pretty strong downtrend, right? And also we were talking about yesterday the potential for an uptrend coming through, right? We were as we were talking this can't get my words out today, right? It's quite tired. But yeah, as you can see, we were potentially going to get a bullish crossover as this downtrend was fizzling out there. Didn't get it, but we were looking for a potential reversal point along here as this trend cycle does play out right now. You can see we're near enough there at this point in time. If we do see any more upwards momentum, we're still pretty undecided whether we are having a downtrend or an uptrend right now. As you can see, we did have a bullish crossover coming through there, signifying a nice uptrend. But yeah, you can see the bearish crossover is come through quite aggressively in terms of this hourly candle, right? So we'll just have to see how that does plan out. We could still flip back bullish if we do see a nice bit of upwards momentum here. In terms of a level of support for that, it could be around 46,079. We're literally dumping as I'm talking here, losing crucial levels of support here. As you can see, these wicks to the downside here, very, very, very strong, guys. Very strong in terms of levels of support there. Just obviously on the short-term time frames, and as you can see, we have bounced off there multiple times there. So what does that tell us? That tells us these are areas to watch here. If we are going to break here, guys, as I was saying there is that short position to be looking out for as well. We've got volume weighted ATR band around 44,800 as well. Definitely another point to be looking out for there. In terms of a nice level of support, because we know how we know how Bitcoin can respect this zone, right? We know it can. Obviously, if it doesn't, we do trend below it quite aggressively, but usually we do see a lovely, quite a nice, attractive level of support there. A juicy support. So yeah, definitely interesting time for Bitcoin to see whether we're actually going to get down to this 46,000. I mean, we're getting ever so close, literally like $400 away. So yeah, probably can see us getting down there fairly shortly. Moving on, I would say let's move on to the midterm time frame for Bitcoin and see what's going on here. Because we've obviously got this insane falling parallel channel, which we've been in for God knows how long, since the all-time high for Bitcoin. You can see the resistance that we're actually finding off this downward sloping downward sloping resistance line here. Quite strong, right? Really quite strong. And if we are going to get a gauge of a level of support here that we are looking for the future, it is going to be this downward sloping support line, right? I know we did lose it on the 4th of December quite aggressively, but we have reclaimed it again, and the level of support has been tested multiple times, and it just shows that it does actually hold out, right? It does actually hold out really quite well. So now if we do see us cascade down to these sorts of levels again, around 44,300, 44,400, if we go to those levels, guys, we're probably going to bounce, right? We're probably going to bounce there. We've got a volume weighted ATR band there as well. And yeah, as I just said, the support there is really quite strong. So that's definitely something to think about. If we don't bounce there, we need to weigh up that scenario, guys. We need to weigh up that scenario, because if we don't bounce there, we're going to be shorting this zone. We're going to be making that money, whether we're already going to be in a short there on the shorter term time frame, whether we break this zone, right? Let's see the price comparison. That's going to be around 41,800. And it's going to be around 36,400, so 41,800. It's going to be around there. So yeah, it's interesting stuff. So we're probably going to have a take profit point there, and then probably assess where we are in terms of the trend, where we are in terms of price action, and then see whether it's viable, waiting for either a retest of this trend line coming like so, and then seeing whether we do find resistance like we did in here. We actually reclaimed it quite strongly. As I was saying, the support was tested multiple times again. So if we do actually break down from this zone while in a short position on the short-term time frame for Bitcoin, we're going to be looking at basically a bounce in terms of a nice little micro uptrend coming through there, and then seeing if this resistance is going to play out from the volume weighted ATR band and from that downward sloping resistance line. If it is, there's potential for another position, guys, and the position I'm referring to here is going to be this 16.71% gain there, and that's going to be a measure move from this parallel channel coming down like so, right? So it's definitely something to be looking out for the future. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Please go do your own research. And obviously I'm here to educate you on TA. And yeah, you're not here to copy my trades, right? So yeah, and 12 likes, unbelievable. If we could smash that thumbs up button to 15 likes, that'd be really cool if we could. Really appreciate that. Just gonna have a drink of my Coca-Cola today. Oh, good stuff indeed. Now, as you can see also inside of this parallel channel, guys, we do have a falling wedge, right? We do have a falling wedge, and we were talking about this as well. It's not the best thing in the world, just because it's pretty much starting here, and the resistance we do have here, but you can see the dump to the downside on December. It kind of invalidated this trend line coming through here. So it is still a falling wedge, and they tend to usually break to the upside. So it's another piece of information that we can be using here, just in case we do, because obviously it's going to be a chart pattern that we're going to be taking advantage of, right? We're going to be taking advantage of. I think that measure move could be slightly bigger, and that's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting move to the upside. Let's have a little look at the percentages there. It's going to be around a 7.83% there. So yeah, interesting stuff coming through there if we are going to be longing Bitcoin from that zone. And if we do get to there, we're going to be above all major moving averages there, which is going to be progressive as well. We're going to be above the 55, and we can see the 55 has really been holding us back recently, actually. Let's have a look at the RSI coming through. We've still got that bearish divergence coming through there. Yeah, still got the bearish divergence. I mean, not quite here on the most recent spike in the price for Bitcoin. Probably back yesterday, right? After yesterday's little tiny pump coming through there. But yeah, we didn't really get to a congruent activation point for the bearish divergence to be playing out again, right? So it is still valid from the last high that we did put in there, because as you can see, we didn't break this high here in terms of this uptrend, but we did break it on the RSI, forming that bearish divergence. So yeah, it is still technically valid, so that could be providing some downward selling pressure as well. In terms of a bullish divergence coming through there, let's have a little look, because obviously we've got this. I don't know if you guys can see it. We got a little divergence coming through there from obviously when we saw this this high low get set and the low gets set in terms of the price action there. Now you can see we have set another low there, and not quite a low coming through on the RSI. So that does signify, another bullish divergence coming through there, and that could be could be instigating a bit of a pump fairly shortly, right? So that's definitely something to be thinking about as well in terms of a bounce point for Bitcoin. It's like my music's completely turned itself off now. It's annoying. Lauren says, BRB. I hope I don't miss reviews. Hopefully not. How does one review NFT anyways? Showcase, I understand, but reviewing? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I just, to be honest, I couldn't really think of a word for it. So I'm not here to like promote people's NFTs or anything like that. I'm literally just to look at the artwork, I think. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I think we could all look together, and I can ask your guys' opinions on it as well. And yeah, because obviously I'm on the fence about NFTs. I'm not really fully convinced as of yet. I'm convinced about the tech, right? I'm convinced about the tech side of things, but the actual how it's all artwork and stuff like that is just a bit not really sure. There's not really that much value as of yet. We need really the metaverse and that sort of narrative to really take force, and then obviously it is going to be a lot more valued. So I just think it's still very early in terms of the bubble. But yeah, we're just going to be reviewing some NFTs in terms of art and potentially use cases as well, right? I'll look up fancy art snob words so I can sound smart. Yeah, brilliant, man. a bit louder music. Yeah, in terms of Bitcoin here on the longer term time frame, obviously huge parallel channel. We've been speaking about this for God knows how long now. In terms of the level of support that we are hoping to hold here, guys, it is going to be 45,900, which we're currently testing here. If we can hold 46k, ideal, and then we can probably bounce up from that zone. As you can see, we have seen quite a nice bit of progression from this grey box zone in the past. So ideally, we can actually come down, test this zone, and bang it up. That's what we really want here for Bitcoin. I really would start to get worried if we lose 46k with confidence, right? If we lose it with confidence, and when I say confidence, I don't mean just like a big crash and then like a big wick to the downside. I mean literally like a few daily candle body closes, like a confirmation that we are seeing here, right? That's what I really want to be looking for here. And if that is going to happen, then 41k is pretty much on the cards, guys. 41k is pretty much on the cards. And to be honest with you, it's quite a nice buying opportunity, I'd say, 41k, because as you can see, massive support coming through there as well. Not too bad. I would say just in general, we are still very bullish here on the longer term timeframes, guys. As you can see, the weekly, it's still a very bullish chart, right? It's still a very bullish chart. But yes, that's pretty much. I'm not really going to go into too much detail here for Bitcoin, because we've covered this probably 4 or 5 times this week, because Bitcoin is still pretty much doing nothing, right? So yeah. We want Ivo's dog as an NFT. Brilliant. Simon says we are all learning about NFTs, bro. Still an early concept. Yeah, to be fair, it is still very early indeed. And I want us all, like, as a community, guys. I know we're kind of together, right? So I want like all of us to like have NFTs together. I think it'd be quite cool. Like a crypto Chester NFT that I could give you all. I don't know. Maybe something in the future, right? I was thinking about doing like a crypto, so like maybe like 30 or 40 crypto Chester NFTs, and then I'll give them away on my stream, and then if you hold one of the NFTs, you get access to my indicators or something along the lines of that, right? That's sort of the kind of thought process that I'm going through at the moment for something like that. But yeah, NEFTs as basketballs. But yeah, so that's pretty much Bitcoin, guys. I'm not going to go into too much detail, as I was saying there. Should we just look at some NFTs, right? Your falling wedge says Bitcoin has broke down ? I'm not sure. To be honest, we do have this horizontal here, guys. It's pretty strong. I mean, the falling wedge that I was talking about is going to be here on the midterm time frame. So yeah, if we are going to be breaking down from this falling wedge, we're going to be breaking down around around 43,738. Then the breakdown is going to be obviously breaking down from that falling parallel channel as well there, and that's obviously going to be bringing the price down to 36k. I mean, in reference to that on the longer term time frame, that is going to be is it going to be inside with anything? I mean, we've obviously got this consolidation here, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Sat around 36, right? It's pretty much open space. Pretty much open space, but yeah, I'm not gonna really go. Yeah, as I said, I'm not really gonna go into too much detail for Bitcoin, right? That's Chester Vikings NFT. The beard is going, guys. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. It might go tonight, actually. I'm not sure. It's gonna be gone soon. So yeah, say goodbye to the beard. Ski suit and boots with the sound of crunching snow. I would buy that, lol. I know what you mean. So yeah, let's have a little look at some NFTs, right? Not really sure how to speak about these NFTs or whatever, but yeah, let's have a little look. So obviously we all know, I'm sure you guys know, of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. These guys have obviously pretty much taken over the space, and I feel like a lot of celebrities are really jumping on this, and this is where they're this is the first sort of step into the NFT world for a lot of NFTs. I know like Post Malone just bought an NFT, just bought one of these apes, right? And I see them just popping up here and there, especially on Twitter as well. Like they're becoming very, very, very popular indeed. I see a lot of people want the beard to stay, but yeah, it's getting very, very popular indeed. I mean, in terms of the artwork in general, I mean, it's pretty mad, right? It's just like 10,000 apes. Just but yeah, very, very expensive, guys. Insane prices, right? So let's have a little look. Like, see what I'm saying? Like 435k. So absolutely crazy, right? In terms of what they do as a business, I mean, it's just artwork in general, right? I'm not sure if they're going to be bringing out a game or anything like that. Yeah, there's not really that much on there. I mean, they've got 10,000 of them, of course, obviously on the Ethereum blockchain, and they're all just like different through different things. They obviously have all different things with them, and that make them all specifically unique, right? But yeah, you can buy them on OpenSea there, and obviously there's seriously so many companies that are starting up. In terms of like the NFT space and stuff. As I said, it's getting quite a crowded space. I feel like we need to take a bit of a step back and get this metaverse sort of launched, right? Get the metaverse sort of launched, and then it can really take into effect, right? Because then you can see like clothing and all the stuff like that. And I actually saw you know, obviously, guys, you know the sporting company Nike. They're looking at NFTs as well, and they want to be doing like NFT clothing, NFT shoes, and stuff like that, which is really quite cool. I think, in my opinion, I think that'd be quite cool because obviously we're gonna have our own avatars and stuff with our VR headsets on and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna be able to buy our own NFT clothing and cool stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's gonna be quite cool. And obviously, this is Sandbox land that they're selling in the NFT space. I did want to look at Blocktopia actually. It's very annoying because I had to re-download my my Logitech thing, and it completely reset my PC. But yeah, let me bring up Blocktopia's website, guys. If you guys haven't seen that, they've got a really cool like sort of trailer for what they're going to be doing. So yeah, let me bring that up fairly shortly. Right, here we go. Yeah, so this is sort of like the NFT, the metaverse sort of space that they're like creating at the moment, I think. And this is like real in-game footage. You're going to be able to do games in there. You've obviously got huge sponsors in there, like obviously BitBoy, Jake Paul, like obviously main altcoins coming through there as well. Place to socialize as well. And this is where we're going to have avatars and stuff like that, right? Obviously, this is one thing in itself, and this is not related to like Meta in general at this time. I think there will be some sort of add-on sort of thing, because I think Meta are going to be like the host for these platforms. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does progress. But yeah, we are still quite early in this space. So yeah, this is definitely something to watch, I would say. I mean, look at it. It looks pretty cool, right? It looks pretty cool. So yeah, like they're obviously going to run competitions and stuff like that. I'm not sure if any of you have actually put on VR headsets or done any of that before. Personally, I don't have one as of yet. I've been looking at getting one. Actually, they're quite cool. But I have done. I've sat and played poker at one of the like a poker table in VR, and you walk into like a casino, and you sit down at a table and stuff like that, and it's literally like, it's so real, it's crazy. It's like so crazy. So I see how it's going to go in the future with like this space as well. And obviously, I'm not sure if you guys have seen the 360 treadmills that they're creating and stuff as well. Like they've got them now. I think over in America they've got them, which is really quite cool. And obviously, like, that means you can like run on the spot and run around and all that stuff. So yeah, if you can imagine, like, you've got an empty room in your house, you're gonna have a 360 treadmill in there, and with your headset on, you're just gonna be basically plugged into this world. It's quite a strange concept, right? It's quite a strange concept, but they're talking about like actual jobs in the metaverse as well. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be quite beneficial as well to the world just in general. I think it's really going to help like sustainability and obviously like the planet, because of like pollution and stuff like that. People aren't going to be driving around; they're going to be in the meta. So yeah, it's going to be there's a lot of factors that is going to change the world as we know it when this does really come to fruition there. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff coming through. I'm quite excited in my opinion, right? So let's just have a look at some other pretty random NFTs, right? Obviously we've got the Doge and we've got the Shibs coming through naturally with the crypto space. But yeah, these I think these are more of a mature sort of art space coming through there. Obviously a lot cheaper than the apes coming through, but yeah, overall, I mean, there's some pretty cool ones, right? There is some pretty cool ones. I mean, I was looking at some earlier for the thumbnail of this video, right? And some of them look really quite cool. So like that, I mean, that's pretty cool in my opinion. I mean, it's, in terms of artwork. And there was something else that I was looking at, but it's obviously closed, right? Because I had a load of stuff planned to show you guys, and it's basically gone because I had to restart my PC, which is really annoying. But it was I'll see if I can find it quickly on my other screen and basically drag it over, because it was photo frames. There we go. There's the article. It was photo frames that have basically got NFTs basically in them, right? So they're gonna be like a blockchain art gallery, which is another pretty cool concept as well. And that's obviously not going to be in the meta. That's going to be real life. Quite strange, but yeah, that's going to be in real life. So like art galleries are going to be digital art galleries, which is I mean, I don't really know what to think about that, but yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. And yeah, I just don't really. This is the whole. Not really sure how to take this. Because if you've got art galleries like this, well, why don't you could just put a photo of the NFT up in the thing, right? It's not, you don't really need to own it to have it in an art gallery like that, right? And that's the sort of, I think that's the sort of gap that's kind of missing in that sort of area, right? But yeah, overall, I think there's some pretty cool pieces of art, right? Let's have a look at some other ones. And do you guys have any NFTs? Let me know in the chat if you've got any that you own or that you're looking to own, because obviously there's a lot going out there, and it's quite selective with. Oh, that's really cool. So that's actually really cool. Satoshi's Cube, Bitcoin Rubik's Cube. I like that. But yeah, so let me know in the chat, guys, if you actually own any NFTs. I mean, I've got a couple, but not like anything great, anything crazy, right? I haven't really, as I said, I'm not hugely educated in this space, so I'd like to buy more, but I'm just kind of looking for the right project and stuff like that. I can see potential, because there is like a Dimitri is saying like there's a lot of hype, and I completely agree. There is so much hype behind it at the moment, and I really think the next stage for NFTs that needs to really expand, it's the fact of like an actual proper use case coming through there. A proper use case. If you hold the NFT, you have certain access to certain things. That sort of mentality, right? So yeah, it's going to be the sort of stuff that we will be looking for there, for buying up NFTs, right? So let's have a look at some other NFTs, right? I was looking at it was earlier actually. It was the ones that are up and coming, right? The top collections that have really started to take off. Obviously, we do have Sandbox there, guys, and that's obviously the NFT, like the land space, and that's like another example, like you're buying land basically through an NFT, which has a use case, which is quite cool as well. So that's it's a bridge that they're tackling, right? These ones that I was looking at earlier, right? It's obviously that quite famous designer. If you guys know who he is, I'm not going to try and say his name, but yeah, pretty crazy NFTs coming through here as well, right? Obviously the designs are just pretty next level. Really, really cool stuff coming through there. And this is if I was going to own like NFTs and stuff, this is probably something that I would like to own, just because like I'm quite a creative person in my opinion. I'm quite a colorful spirit in a sense, right? that's how you say it, right? But yeah, like I like everyone just doing what the hell they want to do and all that stuff, and looking how they want to look. So yeah, I think he's really, really quite cool. Really, really quite cool. Like, look at that guy with his this blue eyes, right? Crazy. Look at that one. That's nuts. But yeah, so there is obviously many different versions of these. Let's have a look at some other ones. Let's look at the other up and coming projects, right? Did I just go off it? Here we go. Mutant Ape Yacht Club. I have seen these before, actually. Yeah, so these seem to be like a remake of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. I'm not sure if they're on the same. I'm not sure if they're owned by the same people, right? But you can see they've just basically added bacteria. No, yeah, they've just I guess pimped them out like they're well, mutant, right? So yeah, they're really, really cool. Really, really interesting. There's a lot more. I think there's a lot more detail that's gone into these. And these wouldn't be like specific details, right? The way that they're made is all these different things, all these different attributes are basically put on random, and then they're assigned to each NFT, and that's how they're basically made, and that's how you can make like 10,000 of them fairly quickly, right? So yeah, as you can see, for example, say this I mean, it's quite a hard example, but you can say this guy's like dripping face, this ape's dripping face here. You can see that that attribute's been put there. It's been put there as well. Oh no, you can't see that. It's been put there as well. You can see the dripping face with stubble, dripping face with stubble, dripping face with stubble, dripping face with stubble. So you can see how it basically works like that, and that's how they can create like 10,000 of them, which is pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. There's some really, really quite cool ones. In terms of my favorite one, looking at them, I mean, I'd prefer to look at the other ones because, to be honest, these are quite disturbing to look at. That's quite a cool one. Cigar. I do like cigars. That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. But yeah, some quite cool art coming through here, guys. I mean, in the future, I would like, say, if obviously this is thinking like very, very far into the future, right? If you've got, say, if you're in the meta and you own your own house in the meta, and you've got like your NFT all over the walls and stuff inside the metaverse, I think that'd be really, really quite cool to have loads of these or something like that. It's quite strange trying to paint that picture because we're still so early in the technology and stuff like that. I'm not sure on when the metaverse is like going to properly launch and stuff, but I think I've got a slight inclination that when it does launch, there is going to be that's quite a cool one. There is going to be it's going to be some problems. I do think. I don't think it's going to work straight away off the bat. And I know it's going to be insanely hyped up, especially like with all this like coverage that it's getting at the moment. There was something that I read about actually. Yeah, it was on Blocktopia's website. It was the value of virtual reality marketplace, right? The virtual reality marketplace, valued at around 26.7 billion in 2018, is expected to reach 814 billion by 2025, right? 2025. So yeah, not too far away. Literally like probably like nearly 4 years away now. So nearly 4 years away. You can see how the market is going to be growing like absolutely crazy. So yeah, we can basically expect a lot more money coming into that. And yeah, to be honest, the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm looking at NFTs and stuff like that, the more excited that I'm getting. What was I looking at as well? It was Mana. We were looking at Mana's website earlier, and the thing that I was looking about Mana, they're actually selling like clothing and stuff now, which is also quite cool. I think that's they're still quite early in the space. I know. Let's have a look at CryptoPunks, right? Because these were like really quite new, and these are worth a serious amount of cash. I know a lot of established people have purchased these as well, right? Because these are like the Van Gogh of NFTs, right? In my opinion, not the nicest looking things in the world, but I think it's more just like a flex. People just want to show off that they own a CryptoPunk, right? So yeah, quite interesting. I mean, yeah, not the nicest artwork in the world, as I was saying there. But yeah, just a flex coming through. But yeah, what I was saying is like you're gonna have in the metaverse, you're gonna have like clothing and all of that stuff. You're gonna have all the clothing and all that stuff. So that's gonna be quite interesting to see when that actually does develop. I don't know if there is any of you do like if you're into your gaming and stuff like that. So like Call of Duty and stuff like that. You have like skins for guns and they're going to be effectively like NFTs, right? And obviously they're going to have a value. Like a lot of them already do have values, and you can trade them and that sort of thing. But that's going to be the next sort of step for NFTs in terms of marketplaces and stuff like that, when they actually have a proper use case and you can like show them off in the metaverse. That's going to be quite interesting. We all know the NFT bubble will pop soon. I think the NFT bubble is still young, right? It's still quite young. But it's overcrowded, right? It's young, but it's overcrowded. And I do think there is still a way to go, because the NFT actual space is so, as I said, it's young. There's so many avenues that it can actually go down. I mean, because obviously it's obviously the first instance of proper blockchain technology that's really getting these are really interesting, a lot of coverage, right? So there is a lot of avenues that it can go down. So in terms of the NFT bubble popping, I don't think it's going to pop. I think it's going to branch out. I think the art section, as in like the art alone, I think that sort of narrative will die down. It will die down, because I know a lot of people are thinking like, I'm going to make some NFTs, I'm going to sell them, I'm going to make a load of money, right? That's sort of the narrative at the moment, the whole get rich quick thing. And that's what people are like. That's why you're seeing so many new designs and all this stuff popping up so fast. But when the real use cases really start to come into fruition, that's when we're going to really see NFTs. Their value is really going to start climbing up. Not just for like obviously the artwork and stuff like that, right? It's not just for the artwork. We're going to see proper use cases and stuff like that. And we are seeing that in terms of like NFT gaming and stuff like that. I know a lot of you are in the NFT Telegram group, and you all talk about the NFT and Meta Telegram group. Sorry, we have changed it. We all talk about the NFTs and the potential games that we can be playing there. So that's really quite cool, and that's obviously NFTs with a proper use case. Like if you own the NFT, you can play the game. So like Axie Infinity, that sort of vibe, and you play to earn. So yeah, that's sort of the direction that I do see it going. But as I said, it's still young, it's still early. Granted, crowded and getting a stupid amount of publicity at the moment, but yeah, it's got a long way to go in my opinion, especially when the meta is launched, right? So yeah, it's pretty much. I mean, we've looked at quite a few. Should we look at some more? But yeah, I'm gonna do a lot more research on this. I don't think this is gonna load, right? I had this earlier with OpenSea, it just wasn't loaded. I don't know if it's because it's quite crowded. I mean, there's the traction on this website, the traffic on this website must be like crazy at the moment, because obviously it's a very especially on like a Friday evening as well. Should we look at art blocks curated? Interesting. I think I need to me personally, I'm gonna do a lot more go spend 15 Ethereum and buy some NFT right in front of us. No, sir. As I was saying, if I'm going to be buying an NFT, especially for like 15 Ethereum, right, I want a proper good use case, right? I want something that's going to give me access, limited access that no one else has. I'm not just going to be buying it because it's a flex of a piece of art, right? That's just, it's not a very smart investment opportunity, right? So I'm not going to be spending like 15 Ethereum just buying a random NFT on stream. quite funny, right? Yeah, let's just have a look at some NFTs. I mean, literally, there's like thousands of these companies getting created at the moment, and I am going to be in contact with a lot of them. just because I want to be doing NFT giveaways for you guys. So Tex-Mex, if you don't own an NFT, you may own one in a few weeks' time if you tune into the streams, right? You can see Decentraland as well. Mana, obviously, you guys know Mana, very like up and coming. Well, it's up and coming. It's very established now. It wasn't before the whole metaverse announcements and stuff like that. Obviously, it was, but not like anywhere near where it is now. So yeah, obviously these guys are selling land inside the meta and stuff like that. So as I said, it's still fairly early. I'm not really sure how this all works, but yeah, it's another piece of information I do need to be doing a bit more research on, right? But I just thought I'd touch on it today because it is quite interesting, because this is an NFT with a certain use case, right? Because as I was saying, you're buying something with an actual attachment to it, right? And if you just look at the prices, right, it's just absolutely insane. It's like absolutely insane for literally like smallest piece of land, I think, right? So yeah, I don't really know. Obviously, as I said, guys, I'm still pretty uneducated in that space. So yeah, I do need to do some more research on that. But yeah, I just thought I'd touch on it today. But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it, guys. I mean, I don't really know what else I can really say about NFTs and about the bubble that I do know. But yeah, so yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in to the first NFT sort of stream. If you guys did want to join into the chat, we do have an NFT chat, right? Not what Tex-Mex is saying, but not very happy. But yeah, so guys, if you do want to join the NFT space where the NFT Telegram where we can all learn together, we can do that, right? That'd be quite cool. The link is in the description. So many retracted messages. But yeah, so yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Should we have a look at BTC and then we'll call it a day, right? Because you can see BTC is coming down. I think I definitely need some more definitely need a better structure for this evening. And we're all still new into this. Yeah, we are, Donna. Exactly, we are still all new into this space, and we can learn together. That's like what we're gonna do, right? He's ignored us, the chat, and most of the NFT stream. He said he wanted to do it together. I haven't ignored you, Mr. Miles. It's as I said, yeah, it's quite a strange space. So yeah, we'll just learn it together, guys. Like, why not? We're a community at the end of the day. So yeah, we can all learn it together. And obviously, if you guys have knowledge that I don't have, please share it with me. Please share it with me. I'm more just because obviously I'm not really that educated in this space. I've just been sharing my opinions, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of NFTs. In terms of Bitcoin, guys, hopefully we can see a bit of a bounce coming through here, guys. That's going to be the ideal sort of scenario we're looking for. So yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin and everything else summed up, right? So hopefully next week on this developing NFT meta show, I guess, right? Still quite undecided on how the structure and stuff is going to go. But yeah, hopefully next week we can actually do an NFT giveaway. I am going to be hopefully finding, well, I'm in contact with quite a few companies at this time, so hopefully one of them will be happy to give away an NFT on stream. I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, you can hopefully look forward to that, guys. But yeah, should we do some? I mean, I've only been streaming for like 48 minutes, so should we do some altcoin requests? Why not? Like, I'm here for like, should we do like another 12 minutes, guys? Let's do that, and then we'll call it a day on a Friday night, because I'm not going to keep you guys too long on your Friday night, Friday evening, and it's 9 o'clock already. Getting on, isn't it? So we'll start off with. I'm not going to pick one, guys. You can pick one. You pick one. Should we do? Tell you what, we'll bring up Mana, because obviously that's a metaverse coin. R.I.P. Bitcoin. Yeah, precisely, basketballs. That's the sort of the vibe that we're going for, right? So so yeah, NFT, the art bubble will pop, as we were saying, but like NFTs with a use case. So like obviously we want to create them with like access to all our indicators and stuff like that. That's going to be obviously giving it another value, not just a cool pointless art flex. That makes sense. So yeah, Mana's been trending down for quite a while, guys. Bounced off the volume weighted ATR band coming through here. Still setting we're setting lower lows in terms of candle bodies here. Not invalidating this December the 4th pump. I mean, to be honest, we're still miles away from that, guys. That's like a $2.50. We're still 50 cents away from banging down to that. In terms of lower highs that have been set continuously, very strong downward sloping resistance line along this zone there, guys. So yeah, pretty rough times there for Mana. But what I would say, obviously, NFT space, guys, hold on to it. If you've got this, it's gonna pop off, right? All you need is a Facebook announcement, and it's gonna be banging it up again, right? It's factual. It will. It's kind of doing an Elon and Doge sort of vibe, if that's a thing. Elon and Doge sort of momentum thing coming through. So yeah, that's basically what Mana is going to do. The first time that well, obviously we saw the first time that Facebook did an announcement, right? And that's obviously this insane pump to the upside, right? That parabolic motion there. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does go and wait for basically Facebook to do another announcement. And they haven't done one in a while, so we are probably due quite a big pump. They probably will do one at the start of January to give everyone like an update, because I know. We're all sat there like, what's going on with the metaverse? Well, like, we want to know. So yeah, they're probably going to come out with some dates or something like that, something that we can all really look forward to. So yeah, that'd be quite cool. But yeah, that's obviously going to really affect the NFT coins in the NFT space, right? So what I would say is just like what I've done. I can't give you guys financial advice, but what I've done is I've just basically gone up and bought a load of NFT coins, a load of meta coins as well, just waiting to explode. And then when basically every time Facebook are going to do an announcement, Meta are going to do an announcement, this is going to pump like absolute crazy. It's factually it will, and then we'll trend down for a bit until the next announcement, until obviously until we actually see the meta get launched, right? So in terms of that cycle, we could literally be buying it, selling it as it pumps, and then rebuying it, right, at lower price, and just accumulating more coins as we go. And that's basically what I'm going to be doing across the board with all NFT coins and meta coins as well, right? Not too many people today, but I'm subscribed. Thank you, mate. I appreciate the subscribe. Yeah, it's a new audience, right? Not a lot of people are used to my stream. I usually stream like quite early in the morning. Usually around 40 people coming and sit in. So yeah, it's quite a quiet session today. But yeah, it's quite a nice, quiet Friday evening. And obviously it is all the OGs in the chat. I see you all there. The beard's gonna be gone, guys. It's going. It's gonna be cut right back. It's gonna be cut right back. But yeah, we do have a nice Telegram group as well, like Simon said there. Simon said. But yeah, that's pretty much Mana done in terms of my opinion on what I think it's going to be doing. Let's have a little look at RNDR for Mr. Miles. We're going for render. Render the side of a house. RNDR, right? Yep, I've been looking at those types of coins as well. Money. Cold hard cash. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Did anyone else short BTC today? Did you make money? Did you get the breakout scenario that I've been stressing about all week? So as you can see, guys, symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming through at the bottom of this chart at RNDR here on the 4 hour. So yeah, it hasn't been around too long, guys. This is quite a new. It's quite a newbie in terms of the Binance space. And what happened at open? I don't know. I don't know. I do not know what happened at open. There's obviously some sort of sell-off, but yeah, the buyback was there, so that's all good. Simon says no to losing the beard. It's not going to be gone. Not completely gone. It's going to be just trimmed back, right? How do I find the Telegram channel? If you go to the link in the description, it should be there, my good sir. Should be there. But yeah, the beard's going to be trimmed right back, right? Ginger's kind of taken over me a bit, so yeah, I want to kind of freshen up a bit. I'm going to go for a nice fresh haircut as well tomorrow. So see, I'm going to be all fresh, right? I've just been literally putting 10 hours a day into a trading strategy. So yeah, just turned into a bit of a gremlin. A little hairy gremlin. But yeah, so as you can see, in terms of a breakout scenario here, guys, this is a couple of things that we are going to be looking for here. Obviously, I don't really know the fundamentals of this coin, Mr. Miles, but in terms of trading it, this is what I would be looking for. Obviously, we've got a spot trade coming through here, and obviously, in terms of a short, if you can't leverage short this position, you can literally just sell your coins as you dump, and then buy them back, and then the profit that you've accumulated as it comes back up, that's gonna be your short gain coming through there, because if you're selling something, technically you're shorting it, right? If you've got the plan to buy it back, if that makes sense. NFT/gaming/metaverse. Leave the beard. I love it. that makes me know I'm watching Chester. It's not gonna be gone, guys. I can't go baby face. Like I can't be doing that. I'll look like a 12-year-old boy. So yeah, I will have some facial hair. Don't worry. I will. Yeah, breakdown scenario 15%, breakup scenario 17%. You're below all major moving averages at this time. If you see a breakout scenario, you're going to have confirmation again because you'll be above all major moving averages, which is going to be quite nice. You haven't seen 200 candles on the 4-hour yet, so let's jump down to the hourly. Yeah, it's still pretty much in the same sort of scenario there. I would say called up moving averages as well, guys. Called up moving averages, and that does mean we're looking for some sort of spike in the price, right? As you can see here, called up moving averages, spike in the price, called up moving averages, spike in the price, called up moving averages, spike in the price, spike in the price, called up moving averages, spike in the price. So yeah, we are calling up at this time. So yeah, could see, you guessed it, a spike in the price. Shave BTC symbol into your beard. Brilliant. Trim the beard, but only after you wear a Viking helmet, just for Christmas spirit. That'd be brilliant, right? NFT of me wearing a Viking helmet. Oh, goodness me. Friday night. AVAX. I'm going to do a bit of AVAX for Nathan, right? But yeah, I would say, just to summarize this for you, Mr. Miles, we are still trending down. As I said, I don't really know the fundamentals of this coin. If we do see a breakout and we get to the price of around $5, then we are going to be invalidating this lower high here, which is obviously going to be bullish. But I would really want to see us to get over $5.45 there to really see some sort of congruent uptrend coming through there. And then let's have a look at AVAX. Avalanche, because that came out of nowhere. Doing very well, actually. You should go bold, Chester. I think I'm not gonna have any trouble with that, Nathan. It's happening, man. it's going. It's going. Hair transplant incoming. I think I'll be happy to go bold if I Vin Diesel the hell out of it. Like, I'll be like stacked and yeah. AVAX at this point in time, obviously we have seen it climb up quite rapidly recently, doing really, really quite well. Like, go bold but keep the beard. That would be unique. Yeah, that would be cool. Just think my ears are pretty big, man. My ears are pretty big, so if I shave my head, they're going to be Dumboing it pretty bad. So yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. Yeah, in terms of AVAX right now, in terms of price predictions, right, we've obviously seen this low actually get set in quite strongly on the volume weighted ATR band in terms of support. Now you can see here we've got higher lows, really, really quite nice higher lows, may I say. And if we are going to come down and set another higher low, we're actually going to be perfectly bouncing here on this upward sloping support line, which is an indication for bullish momentum, right? So yeah, that's the ideal sort of scenario that we are looking for there. The ideal scenario that we are looking for, and you can see the support that we do have on this zone, guys, really, really quite nice. So yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for there in terms of a bounce point there for AVAX. For AVAX, a potential buying opportunity. In terms of longing this zone, I mean, we're above all major moving averages. We claimed a nice level of support. I mean, you know how I like to trade breakouts, guys. You know how I like to trade breakout scenarios, and this is technically a breakout scenario because we're breaking through quite a few trend lines there, but I want to see a nice pattern before I'm just blindly jumping in, right? Let's see if we can draw something in and see if we can get some sort of breakout target, right? So this is going to be the trend line that is jumping out at me. So you can see obviously rising wedge chart pattern, guys, and these tend to usually break to the downside, right? So so what I want here for this wedge is to come down, test this zone here, and basically consolidate along this zone, break down here, and when we break down, we're going to see a measure move, guys. The measure move is going to be looking something along the lines of this, and then that's going to bring us down to that trend line yet again. And then for me, this is going to be the buying opportunity. One, because there's going to be a reversal from this short position coming through here from the breakdown here, and then also there's going to be basically a bounce back on that support. So yeah, it's going to be a very nice buying opportunity there for AVAX at around $106.51, right? That'd be quite good. Love it, Mr. Miles. Well done for smashing your AVAX trade. Hey, you. Good stuff, man. You're so mean to yourself, Chester. No. Be kind to yourself. Oh, goodness me. guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. We're nearly an hour. We're nearly an hour. I'm pretty tired. I've had quite a long week, and as I said, I had a really quite awful day trading today. Right? Yeah, I made 3% on BTC, but trading a few other things, it was not a great day. It wasn't a great day for me, and yeah, so I'm not very happy about that. But we move on. There's plenty of other trades in the sea, and yeah, it's basically I was obviously, you guys know I've been doing this testing this strategy for so long. Literally, I've probably put in over 100 to 200 hours building this strategy, because I eventually want to automate it and then basically just attach it to an exchange, and then it would just be like continuously making money. That's sort of the goal, for a nice like passive income. But like, I don't want to really doing like the staking and all that stuff. Like, you know how you can stake coins and earn passive income that way. I just think the returns aren't that great for your investment, especially with how volatile crypto is as well. Like, you could be staking something and then the price could be jumping up and down like crazy, and your gains from the staking could just get invalidated through the price dropping anyway. So yeah, I want to create a strategy that you can automate on an exchange that continuously makes money, right? Continuously passive income, not just like I know 1% a week is great, it is amazing, but I really want something like 10-20% a week. I think that'd be really, really quite cool to get. So that's what I'm going for, and that's what I've been working on for a very long time now. Hundreds of hours being put in, and yeah, basically put it to the test today. And I don't know what the hell happened, but I had one of the most unlucky days that I've had in months, maybe even a year of trading, right? And like the back test, the manual back test that I've been doing on this strategy, it's unbelievable, honestly unbelievable. Like 20% a week, like guaranteed, unbelievable. But today, the first day that I jump in and really try and test it, I just got absolutely wrecked, like absolutely wrecked. And when you're doing like a strategy test like that, you can't divert from the strategy if that's what you've been doing for so long, and you've got your set rules. You have to trade those set rules because that's the strategy. You can't just divert into, oh, that's a breakout there, I'm going to bang that in. Like, you've got set rules for that strategy, and that's obviously how it's going to be automated through that. So yeah, that happened to me today, and I basically just had the worst luck and just got absolutely wrecked. So it was pretty sad. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened to me today. But yeah, as Simon said, don't dwell on your losses, just remember your gains. Absolutely. No, obviously the same scenario goes for that, guys. Don't just focus on your gains. You need to focus on your losses as well. And my losses, like today, I think I had it was like 10 losses in a row on this strategy, guys. It was insane. It was like the worst it's performed in months, and it was just like, it was quite shocking considering it was the first day that I'd actually put it into like real money. So yeah, it was pretty awful. It was just sheer bad luck. I've spent like the last like 2 to 3 hours like reflecting and trying to like being like, right, what was wrong, what's gone wrong. I've gone back through literally hours and hours of work that I've been doing, and it's just bad luck. It's literally just bad luck. So nothing I can do really. I can just learn like wow, that's I think it's because obviously a lot of people go with this whole everything happens for a reason, right? If that is true, I'm not really sure if that is true, but it's taught me a lot today. Like I haven't had really big losses like that in a while, but yeah, today is it's a painful day. It's a painful day, but as I said, you move on, and you learn a lesson from it. And I know for a fact it's like the strategy is never going to perform that badly again for a long time, right? It hasn't for months and months and months. So yeah. And as Mr. Miles says, sometimes we do lose. But yeah, guys, thank you ever so much for tuning in. And sorry to be like quite like depressing and stuff. But I don't mean to be like that at all. I've just had a pretty terrible day. But yeah, we all have good days, and we all have bad days. But yeah, let's. I'm gonna be doing a bit of a better structure for the NFT video for next week. I do think because as I said, I need to educate myself a bit more on it. But yeah, let's have some conversations in the NFT Telegram, guys, and we will Mr. Miles out here. We will learn together as a community. That'd be quite cool. But yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in. I wish you all a very good weekend, and hopefully you can all relax and not get obliterated by crypto. But yeah, I'll be popping in and out of the Telegram throughout the weekend, guys. But yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in, and I will see you all maybe this weekend or maybe Monday, right? But yeah, peace out, and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester, keeping it juicy. Peace. How do I do this again? Completely forgotten. There we go. To the goddamn moon, the goddamn moon, the goddamn moon, the goddamn moon. You know why we're here. You know why we're here. We're here to make